Brilliant shot.
He's just so quick on his feet. He judges the length so quickly, and when he hits them, they stay hit, that's for sure. And, I mean, he's the best player, I believe, in the world, and daylight between the next bloke.
Gone for him. Beautifully played. Good use of the feet and a big hit straight into the MCG, and the fans love it. Onslaught here, charge by India.
He's found the gap, and more work there for Jones, who's done it really well today. And they're going to go on Jones's arm, but that's a long throw, and 3 runs were always on. Well, even if the tea interval is just around the corner and you're 90, when you get a long hop, the best thing to do with it is put it away, and that's exactly what he's done.
He's a good player. What a glorious late cut. Waited for that, and it should go all the way. Jones is coming down hard on it. Very close. Doesn't make it. 4 runs. Tendulkar on to 98. That was a great late cut. He waited and waited and hit it behind point. It was always going to be 4.
I think Warne needs to stay quite close to Shane Warne. He is beginning to look just a little dejected there. That one short. It spun away a bit, but it was a very good shot.
Oh, what a fine stroke. No one's going to stop that. 4 more.
It's made it look so simple.
Down the wicket he comes. Another great shot. That could be a 6, and it is. A yard over the long-on fence. So 6 more to Sachin Tendulkar, and he's really now cutting loose. Let's watch him again. Use of the feet, and away goes the ball.
Well, that's one of them. It could be the 100. They're going for the second. Yes, that's Tendulkar's 100. His first international 100. International one-day 100, and he must be vastly relieved.
And that was very short. Tendulkar, amazingly, has gone straight over the bowler's head with it. And that's a bit of good fortune once again. Now, that could be interesting to see where the umpire quite...
A short ball by Warne, and Sachin Tendulkar quick to pounce on that, going right back onto his stumps and pulling it through mid-wicket for 4 runs.
The series was billed as a battle of supremacy between Sachin and Shane Warne, and Sachin was geared up for the contest, working closely with former Indian leg spinner L. Shivaram Krishnan.
He asked me to bowl around the stumps for the change of angle, and he tried to sweep me, and I think. So I told him it's fine going this way, but in a match situation you're going to have foot marks, and Sachin was batting with spikes. He immediately dug up the whole place, and he got the match situation into place. They had plenty of foot marks, I mean even on the danger area, so he made sure that he was hitting the leg breaks, pitching into the rough even on the danger area. And he went along trying to the slog sweep, the paddle fine, the on drive, stepping out and playing and padding up and things like that. He's tried every which thing possible, even inside out shots from outside the leg stump. I mean, he would get out a few times here and there, but that didn't stop him from trying. He knew what exactly he was going to get from Shane Warne.
Mark Taylor's side got a taste of things to come early in their tour opener against the Ranji Trophy champions Mumbai, as Sachin launched an offensive that resulted in his maiden first-class double 100.
It was preparation that paid off in Australia's first warm-up game at the Wankhede Stadium. Sachin put the visitors to the sword, and Australia's dreams of a first test win on Indian soil in over 20 years were dealt a devastating psychological blow.
I just said, okay, fine, I'm going to play my shots, and I was batting well that season. That if I get the upper hand from the first game, then obviously the whole series, I have a good chance to stay at the top.
No doubt about it. I think that's any runs that you can score against the touring side beforehand is a great plus for you.
February of 1998 saw the jewel in India's cricketing crown prepare for one of the more climatic confrontations of his career. Warne and Australia were on their way, and while an eager nation writhed in anticipation, Sachin got to work.
He had pitch
specially made for him, where footholds were dug in the pitch, and he went out and practiced day after day and worked out how to play Warne, because he reckoned that Warne would be coming at him from around the wicket, landing it in the footmarks, and that he needed to do it. And then the ball was turning off this manufactured pitch anyway when it wasn't in the footmarks, so he practiced against leg spinners there.
Occasionally I also made left arm spinners bowl there just to get practice, and it was just basically getting used to that angle and just preparing myself before it.
So it's going to be Warne and Tendulkar. Taylor putting a bit of pressure on Sachin here, just taking his time, just prolonging the agony. Man out in the deep, short mid-wicket. But Mark Orr still hovering in there in that short cover position.
Hit it uppishly, but he's found the gap. And Tendulkar gets off the mark with a boundary.
But how close that was, Sonny. Nelly caught and bowled. You heard the oohs and the ahs from the Australian. Sachin not quite there. From our position here, it looked as though it went back just a little further, but bounced short of Warne. But for a moment, Shane Warne thought there was a catch coming back.
Even if it wasn't, it's encouraging for the bowler to know that the batsman is going to try and play the push rather than the drive.
But the interesting thing about that attempt at a caught and bowl was the desperation of Shane Warne, wasn't it? You know, two tremendous young players here, pitted against each other, both going to try and develop some supremacy over one or the other.
Yes, this is a contest that everybody is waiting to watch.
Oh, that was foul.
And just able to get off the mark, Tendulkar, keeping it fine, looks for two and gets it easily. Gavin Robertson, the fieldsman, down at fine leg or backward square leg. Too short. The man was on the fence and he's come into point. And Tendulkar's first boundary, 6 runs from the over, 138 for 2.
He's mistiming his shot.
There was always going to be 4. Tendulkar's not the man to let a short ball go. And I think this is the big difference when Warne bowls to India than he does against other countries. These balls get punished.
Wrong. And no man protecting the mid-wicket fence.
Well, he's used the crossback once again. He's obviously decided that if the ball is going to be pitched up there for the big hit, even if it's going to be against the turn, he's going to go for it.
Yes, this man doesn't like the game to stagnate. And this is a very, very interesting period now. As I say, Tendulkar's wicket would throw this game back in the balance again.
He's gone after him again, and he's hit a big one, but into the stands. Now, how much of this battlefield is being fought out there, and how much is it Tendulkar telling Warne, like, that's what I'll do to you? What a shot. This is the genius of the man. He's only got one scoring opportunity in that over, and he's ensured it's full marks.
I remember he got a double 100 for Bombay against Australia. And he sort of, that stage, he started hitting against the spin. He tried it, it succeeded, and I think that was an intent on his part to see if he can get the better of him, to see if he can hit him against the spin. Now that's not an easy shot.
Warne continued to come under heavy punishment, and the leg spinner would later reveal that Sachin's fireworks at Chennai haunted him for several years.
While practicing at the MRF nets, I had made rough on the leg side, and I asked LS Sivaram Krishnan to bowl me into the rough. So that sort of 4 days practice gave me a little confidence, and I was mentally prepared for that. And it's always been a great challenge being Shane.
I still remember him facing Shane Warne, and Warne was bowling around the wicket into some footholes which were about so round, and I thought, well, absolutely worst scenario is that Sachin will kick him away, and we won't be able to get him out, but we'll stop him from scoring.
And he's going to bowl to his own set plan, and Warne has been practising in Australia. He's been working, he's had batsmen batting there, and he's been bowling into the rough stuff against them. Now he's going to do it to Tendulkar. Tendulkar's answer was just to take a pace forward to cover the footmarks and smash him into the stand. So now you've got one of the contests of all time, which Tendulkar won.
The shots he was playing were class, and I don't think anyone else would have attempted it. But Sachin, backed himself the whole way, and really took him on, and played exceptionally well.
That's when I first really knew how fast and how fit and how quiet Sachin was in leaving his crease. Some of those shots he was playing in the first test there, he was 3 metres out of his crease, plus outside leg, hitting Shane Warne against the spin over mid-wicket, and I hardly even heard him on his feet.
Looking at going, well, he's got to hit one up in there shortly, he can't keep doing this, but he didn't, he just kept smashing him out of the middle. So it was an amazing innings, and one where it took a lot of courage to go out and play shots, particularly after he failed in the first innings, and to do it against Shane Warne out of the rough was something we hadn't seen before.
You've got to remember, this is only halfway through day one, and you're getting that sort of spin.
And he's got away with it. A fine sweep shot. And we'll go to the fence for 4. The bottom edge after a fabulous delivery of the ball before. So the battle is continuing, 135 for 3.
Well, another good over from Shane Warne. That's all we've seen all day from him. This time, Tendulkar tries the sweep shot. I don't think he got it. It's off his pad. Still goes for 4.
This is a paddle shot played by Sachin Tendulkar.
Perhaps this is the shot that Navjot Singh Sidhu should have been playing to Shane Warne. I think it's a very good shot to play to the leg spinner. You take a lot of the risk out of the shot. Not so much chance of getting a top edge and being caught behind square leg. And the other thing is, if Shane Warne's got to put a fieldsman there, as he is doing now, it makes him weaken his attacking fieldsman. So Tendulkar has opened the field up quite a bit now.
It's another boundary. Quicker, wider. Tendulkar says, thank you very much.
This is the delivery that Shane Warne has probably had the most trouble controlling in the last, probably the last 12 months, the flipper. He hasn't been able to get it on line as much as he used to. And Tendulkar power.
Warne to Tendulkar. That'll be 4 as well. I'm not sure he's in complete control all the time, but he certainly placed it well enough.
So pretty warm conditions for the fielding side.
Robertson can't cut it off.
Well, that was a real tease for Gavin Robinson out there in front of cover. He was never ever going to chop this off. That's the quickest side of the boundary. The field out there just couldn't get there. It's not what Australia would like.
Great shot. Late cut. A good effort from Darren Lehman.
So a little bit short, the flipper not quite there, and Tendulkar's climbed onto it for a ball.
He's gone over the top on this occasion, and very successfully. 6, way back. That's the 150 up.
Well, Sachin Tendulkar brings up his 150 with a big 6 of Shane Warne. We saw this last week as well. This time, bang, over mid-off, and that's gone a long, long way. Way back.
Sachin's such a tough guy to bowl to when he gets going. I've always said he's probably the best player in the world. If he's not the best, I'm not sure who is. You know, he likes to go after you. He's an attacking batsman. And for a bowler, you sort of think you're at half a chance. But when he gets going, he just seems to hit the ball wherever he likes. And that does make your job hard. But, I mean, this is what we play cricket.
Both immensely talented. Immensely proud of their performance. And this is a big 6. Look at that use of the feet. Any youngsters watching? Look at the lovely footwork by Sachin Tendulkar.
That's a bit short, that one. He's got it through the gap. That'll go to the fence for 4. So Tendulkar has got the first punch away. Just a bit short, that one from Warne. Understandable in his first over. He's going to be a little rusty.
Continue. Lashing shot. Well struck. Tom Moody coming around. Can't make it.
Not too often does one see a flat batted cover drive. Just a little bit of width, and that's a flat batted cover drive there by Sachin Tendulkar.
Lower ball. Tries the pull shot round the corner. Doesn't quite get the timing or placement. Ian Harvey comes around. Good running. Good cricket.
Well, Shane Warne's not amused at all. He thought that there should have been just one run in it.
And Tendulkar greets him by dancing down the track and hammering it over long on. This is amazing stuff. That smash back, straight back over the bowler's head. And again, hit with tremendous power by Tendulkar. And he's not finished yet. Consecutive boundaries for Tendulkar. This man doesn't want to leave it till the end. He wants to get it over as quickly as possible.
Gone for him. Beautifully played. Good use of the feet and a big hit. Straight hit the MCG and the fans love it.
Brilliant shot. This time he picks the gap. He's been looking for that gap for a while. It was a no ball, but I don't think it made a lot of difference to the batsman's intentions.
Good use of the feet and well placed. Goes to past the man at short cover. Goes into the gutter for 4. Superb stroke.
That's a good shot. It just moved the man in the deep finer because of Tendulkar's attempted sweep shot. And as soon as Warne pitched short, he's played the pull shot into that area, the huge area out there at mid-wicket, so he could afford to go in the air. That's good batting. Once again, using the feet to get to that on the full. Opens up a huge gap in the mid-wicket area. Once again, they should be looking for 4. Should be an easy 4th from there. There's a huge throw from deep. Tony goes over mid-off with a long on in position. Good aggressive batting by the Indian captain.
Going to look for 2. You get it. You get it. The throw's going to be good. It could be out. He's run out, truly. Magnificent hundreds. Superb innings. Sachin Tendulkar. He's 22nd in Test cricket.
Turn for Shane Warne before lunch, and plenty of turn after lunch, but it's gone to the fence.
That's his half century. Sachin Tendulkar has started this series in fine style. He won't be relaxing yet, but to get to that first half century in a Test series is very significant.
Oh, and he flicks the bouncer over the top of slip. It's Matthew Hayden actually at first slip. Just stays lying on the ground, thanking his lucky stars he wasn't decapitated.
Managed to get a smile on his face. He's been concentrating so hard during the day, and that is from appreciation from the bowler, smiling back. This is delightful batsmanship.
Wrapped on the pads, yeah, the finger has gone up. He didn't pick up the googly. That was beautifully bowled by Tendulkar. 3 wickets in this spell, and Australia reeling now, 174 for 8.
Well, he's the one man you would expect to pick a wrong un. Shane Warne has given him the wrong un. Warne not picking it at all, and absolutely plumb. And there it is, run number 10,000 for Sachin Tendulkar.
Some nice acknowledgement by Tendulkar, and what a knowledgeable crowd. 10,000 runs. Gilchrist passes on his congratulations as well. Shane Warne likewise. And the crowd are up as one to celebrate their hero's 10,000th run.
Batting.
Wonderful shot from Tendulkar. Again, Warne decided to float one up to try and entice Tendulkar to come out of his crease. He did that, and all the way along the ground to the right hand of cover.
And once again, as he got this away, he's looked at his bat. I think this will be his half century. He looked at his bat. He's looking at the umpire now. 4 is signalled. Another 4. That time, that little upright sweep shot he plays. So Sachin Tendulkar has registered another half century.
Be happy with this start, the Rajasthan Royal captain. Absolutely beautiful shot. Pitney partnership. Seriously, just sit back and watch a genius at work. It's another landmark for Sachin Tendulkar. 1,000 runs
in IPLs. Beautiful. What a delivery to finish the over. Mumbai Indians fighting back, 91 for 3.
Today, there is only one modern player who reminds the Don of his own unique playing style.
I've only seen Tendulkar on the television, and I was very, very struck by his technique. And I asked my wife to come and have a look at him, because I said, I never saw myself play, but I feel that this fellow is playing much the same as I used to play by looking at him. And she had a look at him on the television, and she said, yes, there is a similarity between the two. I can't explain that in detail. It was just his compactness and his stroke production, his technique. It all seemed to gel as far as I was concerned. That was how I felt.
I feel great to be compared with Sir Don Bradman, but looking from his angle, I feel it's very unfair on part of Sir Don to be compared to me, because he has played cricket for 20 years and I've just played for 7 years. Even if I can be half as consistent as what he was, I'd be very happy.
Indeed, this is a man who millions of people look up to, some even worship. This is a man who can bring a nation to a standstill. This is a man who has touched our lives. This is a man who can inspire greatness, who is greatness. This is Sachin Ramesh Tendulkar.